I thought tonight my guys played really hard. We lost to a championship team, a championship caliber team, a champ. It's just hard to describe them. They play very well together. They are poised, fun to watch. So we lost to a better team tonight.
I think you could also say you lost to a veteran team that at times was taking advantage of sophomores and especially freshmen. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that. They were able to utilize their strengths, and they were able to take advantage of certain situations during the game. I thought our freshmen still responded well and came back and fought very hard. And the biggest thing that I take away from this game is that we didn't quit.
And trust me, I'm not trying to make
No.
you a freshman. It's just at times, will you talk a little bit about their run in the second half, because they were efficient, they ran offense, they got good shots, and they did that some in the first half, but weren't making it in their run where they kept scoring 3 after 3 after 3. It was, like I said, efficient, ran the offense, good shots again made, and just kind of hard to stop that.
They knew what they wanted, and when you're a championship team, you've been there before, and they have a lot of those guys returning from that team, and they know Mooney is the guy. He's taking those shots at the end of the game. We're still in a situation where we're figuring out who's the guy. Who's going to be that guy for us that can take that shot at the end of the game, that can make that big play. So we're still in that stage right now, and that's what we're working on. And I'm just proud of the way our guys stuck together as well, and we were able to cut the lead, and they hit a big 3, and that was the thing that changed the game right there. We cut it to maybe 3 or 4 or something like that, and we got to stop the turnover, and then we didn't get the shot we wanted. So that's just the game, but it was a lot of fun to be a part of.
A word about them and Mooney in particular, because you did a nice job. Well, can you talk a little bit about what he did to stop in the first half, and obviously he made big adjustments.
First half, we did a great job of containing his drive. I didn't think we had a great first half. We told those guys they were going to drive. They were 0 for 6, I want to say, and to start the first half, and they were just driving us, putting on the floor, driving us, got us in a little bit of foul trouble. The second half, they were able to still drive us a little bit, but then they hit threes, and that was the difference. They were able to hit their threes in the second half. They have a 5-man who pops, and he hit a couple big threes. Hagdorn, finished with 15 points and was able to take DiMaggio and those guys out of the game by going away from the basket. So that was the difference right there. We weren't able to take advantage of DiMaggio on the offensive end. So they did a really good job of taking us out of what we do.
I'm not asking about the officials with this question. I'm asking more about having to deal with foul trouble, which you had to deal with all game. Dylan got rolling in the second half, and then you had to sit in with his third and fourth foul.
It's always difficult, when the game is called, so many different ways. You don't know. It's hard when you change the rules all the time. You don't know, what's really a foul and what's not a foul. So, they call it the way they call it, and we just got to be able to adjust the referee, and we go from there.
You also had to adjust, though, who you were rotating in. Obviously, with Dylan, when he's hot like that, you don't want to take him out, but you had to.
It changes everything when you get in foul trouble. It changes your rotation, who you're playing. Some guys may play more minutes than they're used to at that stage. So it changes, it affects the game in so many different ways that, people don't realize how much it affects the game. So, it's always difficult. We still got to do a better job of defending. That was the biggest thing I thought broke down for us was our defense. We didn't do a solid job of chasing off those screens like we should have and staying at home and communicating the way we should. And, those are things we got to work on, especially when you have a young team. At the end of the day, we still have a young team. I think we have a lot of talent on our team, but we're still young. So we're going to make a lot of careless mistakes that you think like, how could you do it? And then you realize like, oh, it's a freshman, he's learning, you know. So we got to take it. This is what we're building up for is to get ready for the MAC. So all these games are preparing us for MAC play, and a lot of our opponents will be similar to what we'll face in MAC.
And you talk a little bit about, I mean, you got 33 from Justin in Drexel, but today your freshman was Derek Koch. What was it allowed him to get rolling today?
Derek was just his normal self. You know, he's a hard worker. You know, he's going to come in and bring it every game. And, you know, some days it's going to work out for him and some days it's not, you know. But the one thing I would never have to coach with him is energy. He's going to bring energy and effort every day. Same with Daquan Plowden, you know, Nelly Cummings, all of those guys, Janiah Gatson. Those are the things that I don't have to teach is they're bringing that energy. So I can teach them basketball and not have to teach them how to play hard. And, you know, Derek's energy is what got him those 15 points. He got him a double-double, you know, in his second college game. So I know he's going to rebound like a madman, and he can score. He can score on the low block. He can score from outside. So I was definitely impressed with what he brings to the table. You know, Justin got in early foul trouble, so he wasn't able to really get going. You know, he had to sit. I think he only played 7 minutes in the first half. And, you know, was able to play in the second half, but it was still, you know, an uphill battle for him. You know, he missed some easy shots that, you know, he normally makes. And, you know, it's still the same thing. He's a freshman. He played in 5 games total, you know, as a basketball player. And, you know, I just think he's going to get better. I think Derek's going to get better. And this is the experience that they need right now, these tough games early. You know, if we had all easy games, then when we get one tough one, you know, they would know what to do. So I'm trying to help them prepare for the MAC play and what we'll have later on.
One other. Are you expecting to sign anyone at this point?
Right now, we have not signed anyone. The signing period just ended on Thursday, so we're done until April. And, you know, we're still looking. And you know, it's always something that's difficult, and you got to find the right person, the right fit for what we do. And that's what we're looking for.